Hello and welcome to my channel. Today we have 5 options on the topic of travel. The Two of Wands, Death, the Eight of Cups, the Eight of Wands, and the Four of Wands. I'm going to begin now with option 1. Hello, option 1. You chose the Two of Wands with the Roman god Janus on it. You don't seem to know where exactly you want to go. You just know that you would like to go somewhere. It looks like you've got some unpleasant things that you'd like to get away from. And you would like to go somewhere that would make you feel more free. Have a nice vacation. Possibly even leave your situation altogether and stay gone. But it doesn't look like you have anyone who wants to go with you. And the idea of going alone makes you very nervous. So you're now in a state of indecision because you don't know if you should stay or go. And if you go, where do you go? I'm going to pull some more cards to find out more about this situation. Okay, next set of cards, we have the Emperor, Six of Swords, Three of Swords, the Hierophant, the Artist, and the Eight of Swords. It looks as though you're trying to get away from someone or something that seems overbearing. But at the same time, it makes you very sad because you're having some kind of moral dilemma, or you're trying not to make a mistake. You're trying to do what you believe is the right thing. And you believe that traveling and getting away from this would feed your soul, but at the same time you feel bound to the situation. Alrighty, well, let's see what else we can see with these cards here. We got the Emperor again, the Ace of Wands, the Eight of Swords again, the High Priestess, the Nine of Wands, the Queen of Cups, and the Page of Wands. Well, with the Emperor coming out twice, it seems like there's something very overbearing, maybe toxic in your current situation that you need to get away from. And with the Eight of Swords coming up twice, well, the Eight of Swords is about thinking when you're stuck, when you're actually not. Now, the High Priestess is often about hidden knowledge, which makes me think that you should bide your time for a little bit while you do research and gather information, and quietly make plans to get out of that situation, whatever it is. As for where you should go, the Queen of Cups and the Page of Wands makes me think that you should listen to your intuition and follow your heart. Think about what lights you up and try to make moves toward that, or the place that you think would be best suited to you. The place that sparks joy when you think of going there. Now, the places that are depicted in the cards here are Italy, Central Europe, the South Pacific, and India. One or more of these places may be a good possibility for you to look into. But regardless, it looks as though you need to plan your escape. Alright, well, best of luck to you. And I'm going to move on to option 2. Hello, option 2. You chose the Death card. I'm picking up here that you've just been on a trip. And this trip has caused some kind of dramatic transformation for you. And now you're trying to figure out how you can go somewhere again. But you're trying to figure out how to make that happen. The finances might not be there at this point in time. Okay, I'm going to lay out the next set of cards, which is the Five of Cups, the Nine of Pentacles, the Five of Wands, the Page of Wands, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Seven of Swords again. I'm getting a couple different things from these first few cards. It could be that there is just some mild melancholy at having to go back home. But there also could be that the trip caused some kind of conflict at home that you had to go back to. It could be that there were people or circumstances that were neglected to some extent because you had been gone on the trip. Or there are people or circumstances that would have to be neglected in order for you to take another trip so soon. So these two Seven of Swords, the Seven of Swords can be about being sneaky, but it can also be about strategizing. So it would seem to me you're trying to figure out how you can go on another trip in a strategic way. And the Eight of Pentacles makes me think that you're planning on what kind of work that you're going to have to do in order to get your money up to where you can afford it. Alright, the next set of cards are the Six of Pentacles, the Hierophant, the King of Swords, the Knight of Cups, the Ace of Swords, the Page of Wands, and the Magician. This set of cards is telling me that you have a lot of responsibilities and you want to be smart about them. But you also want to follow what you're inspired to do, which is travel more, have more adventures. And it is totally possible to do both. The Magician here tells me that you have all the tools that you need to figure out a way to travel more in the future. And the Ace of Swords makes me think you need to be open to inspiration and new ideas. There may be something you haven't thought of yet that could help you to balance both your responsibilities and your desire to continue traveling. The places that are coming up in these cards are India, Europe, China, and it also makes me think of other places in Asia, and perhaps national parks that have mountains, a lot of trees, or canyons. These could be good options if you're looking for new places to travel to, but I'm guessing that this particular group already has a place in mind that they would like to return to. I believe that's it for this option. I'm going to move on to option 3. Hello, option 3. You chose the Eight of Cups. And I see you've already planned a trip, but there will be some unexpected news that will change your travel plans. And it don't look good. Okay, I'm going to lay out some more cards. I have the Three of Pentacles, the Two of Wands, Six of Cups, the Six of Wands, the Four of Wands, and the Three of Wands. I'm seeing here that the travel plans will probably have to be postponed, but not canceled. There are some things you're going to have to work out with colleagues, family, close friends, business to take care of before you actually go on your trip. But this delay will actually work in your favor. Okay, the remaining cards are the Page of Swords, the Eight of Wands, the Six of Swords, the Four of Pentacles, the Star, and the King of Swords. This indicates to me that there will likely be a lot of information that's coming at you all at once. If you can, take some time to breathe and to think things through. If you can approach this situation with a healthy bit of optimism and a lot of logic, you may actually be able to turn this situation into something that can benefit you financially or in some other tangible way. Calm, rational thinking can help you make the best of the situation. The places that seem to be significant in this reading are Japan, China, the Middle East, Central or South America, and the U.S. Southwest. And I believe that's all for this reading. I'm going to move on to option 4. Hello, option 4. You chose the Eight of Wands. And I will say now that if you are single, you don't have any kind of romantic entanglements of any kind right now, this is not your reading. This gives me the vibes of some kind of relationship issue causing an incident that will derail travel plans. Something that was intended to be kept quiet, will come to light and all hell will break loose. Alright, let's see what the other cards are. We got the Hermit, the Two of Pentacles, the Sun, the Ace of Wands, the Three of Swords, the Six of Wands, and Justice. This set of cards indicates to me that the situation could actually be a few different things. It could be that someone has been juggling multiple people, being unfaithful, or it could be that someone's just being accused of it, but has not actually been unfaithful. But in the meantime, it's a heartbreaking situation for whoever's involved. With the Justice at the end, it indicates to me that the truth will come out, and that if someone was unfaithful, the evidence will be clear, and if the person was not, that the person or people who said they had been unfaithful will be found to be lying, and it will be clear that they had an agenda. It will become clear that the accusations were false. Either way, the situation will derail travel plans. I'm going to get some more cards. Okay, the next cards we have are the Two of Cups, King of Coins, the Ten of Pentacles, the Three of Wands, the Ten of Swords, and the Eight of Wands. This reiterates to me that everything seems happy, good to go. Good romantic life on the surface. Then something comes in that shows that someone betrayed somebody. It becomes to light that there's been a betrayal. Either the romantic interest betrayed the other person, or some friends or some other people are betraying the couple by bringing in false information. And then the evidence will flood in as to what the truth is. Well, I think this is it for this reading. And I genuinely hope that this is not your story at all. And if it is, I have a lot of sympathy for you. And I hope you get through this as quickly, as painlessly as possible. Good luck to you. And I'm going to move on to option 5. Hello, option 5. You chose the Four of Wands. And this gives me the impression of a rather sweet love story. This indicates to me that there is someone, probably feminine, but it could be both a feminine and a masculine, who are a bit guarded. Perhaps they've been hurt before, and they will meet, and they will offer each other little sweet messages. It'll start off very innocent and then progress into something more. And one or both of you will be worried that the other one is trying to clip your wings by getting into a relationship with you. But in actuality, the two of you will want to bring out the best in each other. Okay, the next cards I have are the Fool, the Empress, the Devil, the Page of Wands, and the Eight of Wands. The Fool is about being adventurous and taking chances. And the Devil, it can be about toxic things, but it also can be about liberation and about lustful energy. And the Page of Wands can also be about lustful energy. This looks like to me it could be a very fun experience with each other. The only thing that looks like a potential issue is we have the Empress twice. And the Empress is about fertility. So if you don't want any surprises, you might want to wrap that thing up. This doesn't necessarily mean that the interactions will be physical too quickly, but there will be a lot of flirty, lusty energy moving back and forth between the two of these people. And with the Four of Wands, this vacation fling could actually turn into a relationship. Maybe even marriage. Okay, and the last cards are the Chariot, the Four of Pentacles again, the Five of Wands, the Three of Wands, and the Ace of Wands. The Chariot makes me think that one or both of you may try to rush this, but it's better if you take it easy and let this flow organically so that both of you can feel comfortable instead of defensive. Don't be afraid to maintain healthy boundaries, but also don't block yourself off from this blessing. The countries that seem to be significant to this reading are India, the countries of South America and of Central Europe, Japan, and Mexico. And I believe that's all for option 5. I hope you enjoy yourselves, and I hope to see you in future readings. Bye for now.